Hello, people. Me again. Another beautiful day. Yeah. Hope your five senses work. Hope your health and strength is good. What? So I had to do a video earlier to get me warmed up. But now I got to cover the Steam Deck squad. You know, they don't take no nonsense. The same goes for the tribe and the legion and the nation. Anyway, I was looking for some articles and couldn't find anything. What's up, gamers? You know, Steam Deck tribe, Steam Deck tribe, Steam Deck nation, Steam Deck universe, Steam Deck world, Steam Deck legion. What's good? Steam Deck mob. What's up? Yeah, what's good? And the Steam Deck squad. Look, I had to do a video earlier because that was just a warm up just to get me going. You know. And I was searching all over the web trying to find something on the Steam Deck. Things you should already know. You already know the Steam Deck got 7,000 games already. I already covered that. We already talked about the best played games on the Steam Deck already, but I was just looking. I couldn't find nothing else. So I was like, let me just pick an article and just go over it. Since we're in the new year, this is second day of the year. Anyway, what do we got? You got a little article here from Gaming on Linux. What is he talking about here? See here, Steam Deck 7,000 games. Yeah, we already covered that. Steam Deck really doesn't need any exclusives. Let me see this article here. So what do we got? Okay, Steam. Let's see here. It says Steam Deck really doesn't need any exclusives with a question mark. Very funny. Gaming on Linux. Says Steam Deck really doesn't need exclusives. Now then, the exclusive game discussion pops up because someone think it would be a good idea to lock games to a platform. Here we go again. Says here, this time the culprit is PCN Games. In an article, the Steam Deck is missing an important element: exclusives. Respectfully, I thoughtfully disagree and think exclusive games are ridiculous, are ludicrous and anti-consumer due to the very nature of them being exclusionary. While the article touches on important bits, game taking better advantage of the Steam Deck uniqueness directly and personally, I do think developers should spend a little more time ensuring gamepad support is top quality at release, along with text and user interface scaling at a minimum. And exclusives are just bad, and I don't want them on Steam Deck. Valve developers clearly feel similarly. Then it says, here's my reply on the subject. Anyway, then he says, if you can't currently watch the video above, here's the gist of it. The Steam Deck is built on open platform with tons of source, and Valve pay tons of open source developers. It's not locked to anything, has full desktop mode, and you still install stuff from other stores. Heck, you can even throw Windows on it if you really want to. The only reason for exclusive is to pull people away from other platforms. Facts. Gaming on Linux, you're right about that. It says, and try to lock them in. Exclusive are anti-consumer. Look at Epic Games. Look what Epic Games do. It to pull people directly away from Steam. Sony does it with their exclusive to pull people away from Xbox. Microsoft is going to do it with Bethesda and Activision to pull people away from PlayStation. And you get the idea. The Steam Deck presents some of the best elements of a PC as a platform, being so open in handheld form. Why the HELL would we want to bring over some of the worst parts of traditional console to it? Exclusives aren't good for gamers. By their nature, they're exclusionary. No one should want them or celebrate them. Games are a form of art. Yep, you're right on that one. And we should want more people to be able to appreciate them. Oh, you don't have a Steam Deck or can't afford one. Well, that's a shame. You can't play exclusive games X or Y. Yay, a loser Can you imagine that? Or, oh, I can. Fanboys can be really terrible. I don't want to hear that about it. It says we should do. He said we should no. What we should do is celebrate things like Microsoft, Sony, and more being on Steam and putting previous exclusive games up for more people that way, not the opposite. Then he said the Steam Deck is doing well too. We know from a good while ago hit over 1 million shipped, and that well before the expansion into Asia. It doesn't need exclusive. It already has a decent amount of power to an affordable price, along with a well-established company backing it. Reviewers are still flowing in from all angles across web articles and YouTube of more people getting it and singing its praise. Then he says, I can't help but laugh in a way. Valve present an open platform and some come along and want something locked to it. Seems so senseless. It feels like console fanboys, zealots level thinking. Even crazier still is what the Steam Deck represent. An expansion of the PC platform. Why should we want a Steam Deck exclusive game? Part of the point is a portable library that you can sweep between your PC and your Steam Deck. It kills such a wonderful part of what makes it great. While that aspect of it is something everyone will make use of, as not everyone has a gaming PC. It is a selling point still, and a good one. It would ruin a whole lot of goodwill. I imagine for Valve too. Even their little example games, Aperture Desk Job, works outside of the Steam Deck. So no, the Steam Deck doesn't need or any special games. I will disagree until the end of time with anyone trying to get other to entertain such an absurd idea. It says what it does need is a little more attention from developers would be welcome for uniqueness it offers, but let's not go down that exclusive road. Ensuring gamepad controls on PC works properly at release, testing on smaller screen size and resolution for text clarity, along with text and user interface scaling controls at minimum, is what we should want and what reviewers need to look at. The kind of thing that make a game go from rough to great on Steam Deck and improve them for everyone on PC too, regardless of Linux or Windows. There, I lost count of the amount of times I found text on a PC game too small with no way to scale it up. It's worse again for Steam Deck. I want to see a lot more attention there. The Steam Deck and open nature of it helps me fall in love with gaming all over again. I have games from Steam, Epic, GOG, emulators, cloud gaming, and more on mine. Let's not try and break apart the very foundation it's being built upon. That's the end of the article. Well, okay, when it comes to Sony and Nintendo, since they're console makers and not PCs, they need exclusives. Okay, that's for that user base. But when it comes to PCs now, and you got different storefronts like Steam, Epic, GOG, and you got games coming to PC. And since the Steam Deck now is a part of it is a PC and it's a part of the PC family, it really doesn't need exclusive. What it needs is games that are coming to coming to PC to run on it, and that's it. I think the editor who wrote the article was a Nintendo fanboy, and he was looking for some attention, and he got it. And Gaming on Linux responded. So, the Steam Deck is a portable PC. It is a PC and it's portable. You can take it on the go. It's not trying to compete. It's not even competing with Sony, Nintendo, or even Microsoft. It is just a PC where you can install Windows and Linux and play your games portable on the go, and that's it. That's all it's doing. Okay, and it's open source too. So for the editor to say that the Steam Deck need exclusive, I think he's forgetting about Half-Life, and I think he's forgetting about Left 4 Dead and all. I think he's forgetting about Portal. I think he's forgetting about System Shock, since those are PC exclusive games, and a sequel to those games for PC can be made at any time. So the Steam Deck now it's not competing with PlayStation or Nintendo or Microsoft. It's just a PC, a portable PC that you can play your PC games on the go. It's really meant for PC gamers, but then Xbox and Sony decided to put their games on PC. So the Steam Deck is not competing with Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft. It's just a portable PC, man. So to say that the Steam Deck needs exclusive is really a joke when you really look at it. I mean, the editor, he tried to sit there and try to act like PC don't have their own exclusive games. Have you ever heard of StarCraft? Okay, what about World of Warcraft? Oh, the PC don't have exclusives? Come on, man. The Steam Deck don't need to compete. The Steam Deck really don't need to compete. Don't really need to compete with Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft. It's just a PC, dude. You know, it's a portable PC. It's for PC gamers. It's for Apple users. It's for Windows users. It's for Linux users. You know, desktop gamers that play PC games on desktop. They finally got a handheld now that they can take on the go with them and play their games anywhere. That's all it's really for. It caters, the Steam Deck really caters to Linux desktop gamers, Windows desktop gamers, and Apple desktop gamers. That's all it caters to. And that's it. So it's not really competing with Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. It really ain't. It's not competing with those. So people need to stop that. And we already know that. PC runs circles around consoles every day. You know, that's why Valve built the Steam Deck the way they built it. You know, so PC gamers can build it. A console cannot compete with a PC. Consoles can never compete with PCs. It's always the console gamers. They try to take shots at PC all the time. And PC gamers are sitting there looking at them like, really? Is this where we're going with this? Because if you look at the specs of the Xbox and the PlayStation, come on, man. Spec-wise, PC runs circles around consoles. There's no competition there, man. And if we're going to talk games, then PC got their own exclusive that can compete against console any day. So the developer now, they shouldn't have the PCN game should have never wrote that article. You know, trying to take shots at the Steam Deck. No. You know, what that developer needed to do was to tell Nintendo that they can't tell Nintendo to stop making weak handhelds in the console market, because they're getting served power wise and spec wise. Tell Nintendo to stop making weak handhelds, man. Okay, and that's about it. You know, Sony and Microsoft will always go at each other to keep competition in the console market, but Nintendo, they need to step their game up, man. But other than that, man, the Steam Deck is for Linux desktop gamers, Windows desktop gamers, and Apple desktop gamers, because there are games that are meant for PC that runs on Apple. So That's what it caters to. So, to say that the Steam Deck doesn't have any exclusive, that was a cheap shot. And the editor that wrote that article, did he forget about Half-Life or something, or did he forget about Portal? Did he forget about Left 4 Dead? Come on, man. So consoles can't compete with PCs, man. They need to stop. You know, the Steam Deck was made specifically for PC gamers and Apple gamers, and that's it. You know, now if PlayStation and Xbox want to get it, okay, fine. But the Steam Deck is really not competing with these guys. It's really for PC. I mean, it's for PC gamers, so they can play their PC games on the go. That's it. Yeah. The Steam Deck is a good handheld, man. And I knew that a lot of console gamers was gonna take shots at it. When the Steam Deck first came out, not a lot of console reviewers on YouTube was talking about the Steam Deck. They weren't. They weren't. They were doubting the handheld. But they should have never doubted it, because once Gabe Newell said this statement, we could not find a game the Steam Deck could not run. The entire gaming world was put on notice, and they should have taken notice. All of a sudden now they want to start calling themselves interested in the Steam Deck. But PC gamers, they loved it. You know, so they should have never doubted the Steam Deck when it first came out, because Valve, the biggest test for Valve was making it through the pandemic with the Steam Deck. That was the biggest challenge, I think, because I've never seen a company release a hardware in a pandemic and then try to survive it. But that was the biggest challenge for them, to make it through the pandemic with the Steam Deck. And that within itself is an obstacle course. So to me, they nailed it, man. And you know, the editor that took shots at the Steam Deck, he needs to grow up, man. You know, Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft. Of course, Microsoft is in the PC world, but the Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo is for console gamers who can't afford a high-end gaming desktop. Okay, the Steam Deck now is for PC gamers who have high-end desktops, but they want a portable handheld now to play their games that they play so much on PC on the go. And if Nintendo, Sony, or Xbox fans want to get a Steam Deck, they can. They have the choice to do it. But the Steam Deck was really made for PC gamers, man. That's what it's really made for. So, yeah. But other than that, man, the editor, he was really reaching. You know, when you really look at it. You know? And and console gamers need to stop thinking that PC doesn't have any exclusives. PC gamers have exclusives. They're just on a different level. They're not trying to compete with you guys. Because if PC wanted to compete with consoles, then the desktop PC games will always win, because of the hardware they're pushing and how powerful they want their PCs to be, and they will get a better performance versus buying a console. So they should have never that article, to me, they should have never wrote the article. But you know, they wrote it as a way to take shots at the Steam Deck, to try to start some kind of conversation or something. But if you look at the Steam Deck versus the Switch, the Switch can't compete with the Steam Deck. It just can't. Okay? The Steam Deck cannot compete with the Switch. Once Nintendo made the Switch, made to try to jump from the from console to jump from consoles to handheld, and then went into the handheld market and thought they were going to sit there by themselves. they were in a world of trouble. The Steam Deck came out and cleaned house, man. So the Steam Deck right now is really for PC gamers, man. You know, and that's what it's dedicated to, not to console gamers. Console gamers can get the Steam Deck if they want to; they have that option. But the Steam Deck is really for PC gamers. And that's it. To say PCs don't have exclusives, I'm laughing. Anyway, latest video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. For Thursday. Go. Peace.